Hey, it's the boys. We back. PSNBS episode 33. Shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to all the IG followers. Shout out to all the YouTube viewers. If you haven't already, go social support and follow the Instagram at psandbspod. Today, we're going to be discussing the games that define us and some other gaming news. And of course, some BS. But before all that, let me see what my guys been up to. Yo, Biggs, what's good?
Yo, what's good, y'all?
Hold up.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
Got a little surprise.
Oh, shit. So, it's a special certain someone's birthday today.
Seeing how we have technically two birthdays.
Yes.
April babies.
Two birthdays
We got some
in the
April
house.
babies in here.
That's
Lex's
right.
birthday's today. Trav,
Lex's
when was yours?
birthday.
Tuesday?
Tuesday, the 21st.
So me and Biggs went ahead and got you
Hey, y'all solid. Y'all
chocolate
solid.
chip cookie
That's what I'm
pie.
Let me see.
That's what I'm
Put it right here.
talking
Put it right here.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking.
Chocolate
Thank
chip
you.
cookie cake.
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks, guys. Hey,
So, if
thanks.
you want to cut that after
From
the
us to
show,
you. Yeah.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
fucks with this.
Hell yeah, man.
We'll do that.
Put it
Good
different
looking,
right now.
man.
Good looking,
so,
guys.
happy
Thank
birthday
you.
to y'all.
Thank you.
Everybody in the comment, go ahead, wish Lex and Trav a happy birthday.
Yeah, man. We
Oh,
old here now. My
there you
knee
go.
hurt when I get up.
That's a good job. Steve.
Proceed.
Yeah. Yo, you already know. It's your boy Biggs, the most lovable one in the crew. You already know he hear his voice, start feeling funny, get butterflies, stomach, hear his free boy voice. Like, all right, now let's get it. All right. So,
I love watching
the
the
more
closed
pressure,
caption.
the more pressure people put on whatever I say in that moment, the more I forget what I even say. So,
Yeah. Shout out to Raul. What do you say?
yeah,
I heard
Nice and
once.
sweet.
right. So, this past week, I've been getting into most recently, Trials of Mana, which was released on Friday. I touched Predator with a couple of y'all for one game on luck. And you know, I played a few games by myself, but nothing crazy. Warzone was very light, very, very light this week.
Okay.
And I really just been chilling. I've been watching a lot of Community on Netflix. I haven't watched it. I know it was an older show and it was highly regarded, so I started watching that. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. Hey, Lex. Statman.
What's up, everybody? The Game Whisperer here, Elite Geek. I've been playing Persona 5 Royal. There we go.
Royal,
That's always
Royal,
hard for me.
Royal.
I'm gonna slip. Some Final Fantasy 7 remake.
All right.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. This is like a broken record.
Oh yeah.
And a new game that came out Friday, XCOM Chimera Squad.
Is that a sequel from XCOM?
It's like a standalone, separate
Spin-off?
side thing. Yeah, it's a spinoff. There you go.
Okay. Is it the same mechanics? Still.
Yeah, everything's pretty much alike, but the only difference is no permadeath. The character is already created, so it's more story.
Okay.
okay,
Cool.
okay.
Cool.
So wait, no division?
No division. I already beat Keener.
Yeah, but that's just because you beat him don't mean you still.
Oh yeah, but I'm not. Yeah,
He's
I don't
not
have
a big
that
end
pressure.
Okay.
I don't have that
This
pressure.
is a
Now I'm
good
at the
thing,
end game.
y'all. This is a good thing.
I'm at the
Let's
end
not
game.
take them back.
Right.
Let's not put them back.
I'm trying to catch up on FF7. You know, there's a
Right.
lot of. I want to be able to join the conversation
Yeah.
Okay.
on that, so I want to get that out of the way.
There's a lot of people
Alright.
who already beat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hurry up.
And I introduced my son for the first time
Oh.
to Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I watched that last
Do you
week.
think it was that? Do you think it's that age, that time?
He, as soon as it was over, he goes, "I want to watch it again."
Oh man,
That's his seal of approval right there.
Yeah.
it's because Jessica.
Shout out Jessica
Man,
Rabbit.
Yeah, it's because Jessica.
Man,
That's
Lex
why.
is molding his.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
gonna be a
Hey,
man. You gonna be a
No,
real-
it's not
you
even
gonna be a
close.
real
Crazy
man.
It's not even close.
Greg at work started introducing his son to old school movies too,
Yeah.
and
You got
like
to, man.
Short Circuit is
Yeah.
one of his son's like favorite movies now.
Yep.
And
That's
it's
where
like
you gotta go, man.
nowadays you don't have that. Kids
Yeah,
don't
you
want to
don't.
watch that old
Because
stuff.
the only movies that's coming out is a superhero movie.
Superhero movie. Yeah.
Superhero
You
movies.
can't
yeah,
get
yeah.
those. Roger,
No.
I don't think you can get that anymore.
Oh, that movie was so good. Go
That
watch it
movie
again.
was
It
really
is
good.
so ahead of it. Even it still holds up.
You gonna let him watch like American Pie and stuff like that?
No, man.
Oh come on, man!
He'll have to come. He'll have to come to me for a movie like that.
Meet the Fockers, meet the parents.
This is the guy that recommended GTA 5 to a 10-year-old.
Yeah,
What's
I remember
wrong
that. Yeah, I
with
do
that?
remember that. Yep.
Anyway, that's it.
All right.
His kid's getting
Bobby.
GTA 6 on Switch.
What's up, yo? Steel 1682, resident fat boy in the building. Freestyle Maestro hitting the sticks.
All day?
All day.
Every day?
Most days.
Okay.
Most days.
No, every day.
Every day.
Most time day.
Most time.
All right,
of
when
day.
those stats come out at the end of the year,
not
we'll
not
see.
every hour.
Thanks for giving me that extra. Oh, I missed that.
Okay,
I missed
all
that word in there. What can I say, man?
Here we go.
It's over.
No, see, you just want me to just go now? No, because I'm gonna get through his shit. I'm gonna get through his shit.
Yeah, save for
So I'm just
later.
gonna say what I played. FF7,
All right,
played it. Call of Duty,
played it.
Little NHL,
Played it.
played it. Predator, had to hit up that Predator.
Played it.
No Destiny.
No Destiny.
Damn, no Olympics?
Good.
No. I
Can
haven't touched
can I
that.
get a short clap?
I haven't touched Destiny in 2 weeks almost now. I got shit. I got shit on the
Same
mind.
here.
I got shit I gotta do.
Good.
Bungie, man. What the hell's going on, man?
Real quick, little overview of Call of Duty. I think Warzone.
Shit. Here we go again.
I think Warzone drug the toxic people out of multiplayer.
I heard about that.
Oh, we got to talk about that later. I love it.
You know what? I'll save that for when we talk about.
Yeah,
about-
it's
about
on the
shit and
docket.
stuff
It
like
is
that.
on the docket.
I'll throw my thing there. So that's it. Then.
All right.
Little TV too. I'm still on Ozark.
All right, man.
Gotta watch
Second
that,
half,
man.
birthday boy, almighty man here.
Oh shit.
What did I do this week? Of course, man, threw a IG live birthday party. With
Oh
the,
shit. Oh yeah. I
with the
remember
crown involved.
Was that on IG Live or was it on Zoom?
It was on Facebook
Facebook.
Live.
Oh, okay,
'Cause
okay.
They got the multiple. They had the multiple cancel. Shout out to everybody that showed up for that.
I didn't get no invite.
Shout out to
didn't either.
shout out to my girl for putting that all together. That was her idea, man.
Neither did I, bro.
We're gonna
I
do this.
We'll talk
Don't
about
invite
it
the
later.
podcast guys.
I'll remember that.
Wow.
Game wise, I'm on the last level of Doom.
Yeah,
And
you're still
man,
on the last level too.
I'm still on the
Yo, this
last
dude-
level of Doom. And
That's the Keener part two right there.
I'm gonna tell you something. I just found out something. If you die enough in Doom, before every time you die, they say load into checkpoint, right? If you die enough, they give you a third option. It's load checkpoint exit.
Lower
They
difficulty.
They give you they give you a third one. It's called Sentinel Armor, and they double your armor and double your health.
Man,
Wow.
they hold your hand. So you're saying they hold your hand,
They-
they kiss your
if
cheek.
you die 100 times, they give you this option, and I'm telling you,
That's how
I
getting
done
shit on you.
and I done got to that point a handful of times already.
Oh
And
shit! Do you use it?
I used it once.
Yeah, you gotta
still
try
didn't beat
it.
it.
You gotta try it.
I had to use it once. I mean, it tells you that it's not gonna interfere with the trophies, and it's not gonna interfere with your progression. They just know that this game on normal,
It's hard
it's
still.
just hard as
No, it is
fuck.
hard.
A quick relation to that. In Kingdom Hearts 2, they know like some boss fights
Yeah,
are
and that's what I'm
harder.
talking about. Boss fights. Yeah.
Some boss fights are harder than average. So if you die, they give you a chance for Mickey to come help you, and you control Mickey, and you could revive. Like you use Mickey to fight and revive
So
yourself.
you gotta call your
give you,
boy,
like, a
man.
second
Let's jump him.
Yeah.
Call the mouse, baby.
Because
Call the mouse.
I'm telling you, the windows that they give you to attack some of these bosses are literally watch for his eyes to turn green. And I'm talking about eyes turn green like a blink. And that's it.
Yeah.
If you use a grenade launcher, it's not going to catch him. If you use
too slow.
it's too
Yeah.
slow. Like you can, it's
Gotta
only
use a
certain
fucking
guns.
pistol, a slingshot.
Yeah. It's nuts.
David and Goliath.
But with that being said, man, thank you guys again for the birthday
thank you,
surprise.
man. Thank you,
Yeah.
definitely.
With that being said, man, you know what time it is. Lex, you got one?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. Let him get
Now,
it.
this was tough because of the topic.
Yeah.
The other topic that we're going to introduce.
Yeah.
My game of the week is a little indie game called Adrift.
Is that the one in the water?
No, Space. It's a first-person
Okay.
space type of game. It's kind of like, what's that movie with Sandra Bullock?
Ooh.
Gravity.
The Blind Side.
Oh, yeah.
Gravity.
Gravity. It's kind of like
Blind
Gravity.
Mine.
Good movie though too.
Yeah, there was a bad accident. Your crew's gone, and you got to kind of piece together
She's loving it.
what happened.
I can never look at a space game where you're a lone survivor and not think about Dead Space.
I know.
Like I don't know, I just
Yeah,
always
but
think
that
about
was.
Dead Space.
I mean, that was so unique.
Right.
Yeah, it's came on 2016. Good game, first person exploration. There's no combat really. It's kind of just puzzles and figuring out what happened and how to get home. Gravity, basically. The game looks great. Great graphics, great flow of the game. It's short. It's about 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours.
Oh, so you completed it?
A long time ago.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Really?
2016 felt like so long
You
ago.
played it?
Of course I did.
Oh,
See,
shit.
that's what's getting me
It's
nervous.
Mr.
That's why.
Spaceman over here, yo.
That's why for the challenge that we're gonna talk about later. All right.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
talk
This
about it
game is also on PS Now.
later. All right.
It is on PS Now.
Oh, it is?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
What's the name of it again?
Adrift.
Oh yeah, I
Adrift.
just
Okay.
when you sent me it, I already had seen it on PS Now. I was like,
Adrift.
oh, okay.
Adrift. Check it out. Good game.
All right.
Sweet.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, man.
What's on
Today,
the
man,
docket?
we got some stuff on the docket, man. But I know you FF7 lovers.
Oh man.
You guys got stuff to
You
get
just
off
want me
your
to dive,
chest.
dive straight in?
Yeah, I want to steal. Yeah, because I've been meaning
So-
because I was with him when he experienced the end.
Yo,
so I'm
yo.
like, how do you feel? And he's like, saving it for the pod.
Yeah, because I was inhaling my vape.
he couldn't hold it in.
Going off of what you said with the whole games helping you out when you die a lot.
Yeah.
This happened one time in FF7.
Oh, he actually got it in
Where-
there too.
Yeah, where it was the part where you had to sneak out of the room without Aerith hearing you. That stupid flower pot
fucking-
Oh, I watched
watering
you do that.
the watering flower pot shit was
Where
there.
you going?
Yeah.
And the second you come out the room, your first movement, instead of just going like that, he always like
You know what makes that?
archingly goes like this.
You know what makes that difficult? The lag. The response time on
Yes.
that game is
Yes.
horrible.
On the
Yeah.
stick,
So-
like when you move the stick,
Yes,
the
it's
character will move
horrible.
like
A
0.4
second
seconds
later.
after.
Clunky
Yeah.
as hell. It's
So I hit that thing 4 times in a row. The game just took it out finally.
Yeah, they just
On the
yeah,
5th
yeah,
time,
yeah.
it just wasn't there.
Yeah, that happened to me. That
I was like,
happened
thank you. Thank
They
you.
cleaned. They
happened.
cleaned.
to me. Yeah, that did happen to me too.
All right, so I finished FF7.
Are
There
we
you
being,
go.
are we being spoilerly? Are we gonna
No.
spoil anything?
No.
Okay, because I want to make sure that we put like spoiler alert.
No, I mean, you
No,
can
no.
say it anyway just in case.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, spoiler
I may
alert.
say
Skip.
some things, but
Lex, you gotta hurry up, man. I'm trying to be.
I'm getting there,
trying
man.
to be
I'm at
spoiler
15
talk.
something
15 hours.
happened in the middle of the game that I just mentioned to Biggs when he got on yesterday. I was like, man, I have a couple of like hot takes on how this is gonna pan out. Different scenarios depending on character interaction. Things were said where watching. The way I wanted to describe this was, this game was like like playing a thriller type TV show or movie. Like there were certain parts where you're like, this could be a foreshadowing moment, and if this is the case, something might happen later. And I mentioned that to Biggs, and 2 hours later,
Yeah.
2.5 hours later, he said, "Where you at?" I said, "Oh, I'm in such and such spot." And he goes, "Okay," because he knows what's coming.
Yeah. I was
And
there.
I'm
I
just
was on
sitting
the
there, and I'm
headset.
just watching it, and it's the cutscene, and I'm like, oh, damn. And then I just went, no, no. And he just started laughing. He's like, yep, I knew it. And I'm like, no, are you kidding me? Like, it has
that
that,
was
kind
funny.
kind of feel to it.
So brought the feelings out, man.
It's amazing you say that, because we've been doing this for a long time now. And a lot of people who I know games that I've played, know what I feel about the games since PS2. It's been God of War, God of War, God of War, God of War,
Infamous?
God of War, God of War.
Lex's face.
And second has always been Uncharted.
Uncharted, baby.
Uncharted. I think what I'm about to say is the reasoning.
Hold up, man. If we
And
got
hold up, hold up,
We don't have
hold
like a
up, hold
trumpet
up,
sound. We don't
hold
have
up.
like
What I'm about
need
to
a
say,
gunshot.
okay? What I'm about to say, I think only happens because I didn't play the original.
Okay.
Okay? If I would have played the original, this just would have been, oh, they just added this,
did,
added
yeah.
that, kind of like how when I talk to
Right,
you.
right.
But seeing how I did not play the original, and this was my first
Fresh.
take at it all the way through,
Fresh.
this is the greatest game I have ever played in my life.
Ski!
Ever. Ever.
Look at Lex. He's about to die.
Ever.
wow.
Yes, sir.
And let me
Wow.
tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Wow.
Let me tell you why.
Holy cow.
When we had that episode not too long ago where we talked about what games we look at, like what do we look for in games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
what did I say? I want games that you get emotionally invested.
Yep.
You know, games that tell a story, games that have character building, games that have meaning, not just something that was just slapped out there.
Right.
This game with the character building, I felt some type of way about every single character.
Wow.
And I'm not just saying Tifa, I love you, girl, because that's my girl, but just you got to play every character at one point or another. Every character had a voice in this game. Yeah. Something happened to certain characters. And you felt it. You felt
character
it.
building was real
I got
good.
goosebumps. I got emotional.
Right.
I laughed.
Right.
I mean, it was like watching a dramatic suspense thriller TV show or movie.
Because when like you play,
but it was a video game.
Because like when you play like Division and other games, I can't tell you any of those characters.
just skip
It's you skip cutscenes.
That's not why you play Division.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when I play other games, like when I play DBZ Fighters, the only thing I wanted to do was beat the shit out of the characters. So I kept skipping all the content. I didn't care. Get me to the next fight. Give me the next fight.
Oh wow.
I listened and watched every single word that came across this screen.
It meant something.
I did all the challenges except 2.
All right.
I think there was 2 that I missed.
Two odd jobs.
Two odd jobs that I missed. There's still a couple little things I can go back and do, but I felt like I was immersed in the world while playing it so much that I had a dream.
Oh no!
I have never dreamed about a video game until I played FF7.
My God,
he's about to get a tattoo.
He about to get.
I had a dream that I was in Midgard and I was Cloud.
Wow.
What?
You had the sword?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let me ask you
That's how
something.
impactful this game is.
Let me ask you something, because I can only speak for myself, but I want to ask you, when, after the final battle, after everything was said and done, and you saw the last words they put on the screen, how did that make you feel when it cut to black, credits started rolling? Because for me, that's the greatest point in any playthrough for me, is when the credits roll.
Yeah.
And how you feel immediately after.
Yeah.
I can't wait already. Like, I'm ready. It's like like I said, it gives you every feeling like you're watching your most favorite movie, like Aliens. When you watching Aliens, greatest movie ever. When the ends roll and you're like, there's gonna be another one.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you feel when you play this game.
Yeah. And now with you saying that, do you feel
like you crossed over to the light side?
No. Do you feel like it would have had the same effect, and you would have felt the same way if they would have dropped the whole game instead of episodic?
Like if there was a definitive.
Because remember how Lex was saying, I don't like the fact that they're doing it in parts. They should have just made us wait, do the whole.
How long?
Because it's like waiting for the next season of Game of Thrones.
Right. And how long are you willing?
You
to
get
wait?
mad, but then you're like, oh, but it's gonna build that intensity. They can't mess up though.
Yeah.
When they come out with the next part, it's gotta
PS5, baby.
It's up here right now for me. It's gotta stay up there.
Yeah.
If it starts off low, I'm gone. I'm lost.
Well, since you already played the original FF, does the story elevate from there?
What do you mean elevate from?
Where the remake ends.
Oh yeah.
And the continuation, because what he's saying is that once the next parts come out, that elevation of the story better increase. So my question to you is, does the FF7, when the remake ends and you play the original,
because it's not the whole thing,
right? Does that story get better?
Okay, I'll put it this way
without being spoilery.
Yeah, I'll put it this way without being spoilery. When you get to the end of remake, you're at the portion of the original where you are first introduced to the world map, where you have different, I don't know if you want to call them countries, colonies,
areas,
different
areas to go to.
And, at that point, you get to see just how big the world is.
Okay.
So you don't get to see that in remake, because the minute you leave where remake ends, that's, the second game. Yeah, the second game would open up with, we're going to this place now. I don't even know how they would do world map, but it's a lot. You go to a lot more places, you visit, you meet a lot more party members.
Yeah. Now, this isn't taking anything away from Uncharted. This isn't taking anything from God of War, but those two games just had a single forward heading. Hack and slash, this one too, you just mash the square, but the further I got in the game, the more magic I used. Yeah. The more I had to. I had to change up my. I had to change up
your materia.
My materia. people to people. I had to really decide who I wanted to do what,
Yep.
and this and that. And I don't know, man. It's just. It was awesome.
It's a good game.
I completely,
that's why
100% enjoyed it.
That's why Square Enix chose to remake Sevens, because that's the story. I said this in an earlier episode. That is the story they want everyone to experience. If it's
It could definitely be a
that
full length movie.
yeah.
It could be a live action movie.
I don't know if y'all saw that post that I put in there.
Show.
The Advent Children is a movie that takes place after the events of the original FF7.
God, the movie was so good.
So it's a good movie, but it's not going to help
don't
you with
watch
your
it.
it's not going to help you
it's
with your
not gonna-
FF7
no, it's
journey.
not.
And it doesn't coincide with remake, because remake is going on a whole nother
Yep.
path.
Yeah.
That-
Right
It's just
off the
weird
bat.
that I loaded it up and had Mortal Kombat in FF7.
There was just too many oh shit moments and shocking moments, and it's just you just get invested 100%. I have never been that invested in a game.
Damn, man.
At all.
JRPGs do it to you, bro.
Game of the year.
they do.
Game of the
That's
year.
the feeling JRPGs leave, and that's why I play them so
as
much.
of right
Game of the
now,
year?
it could be.
Game of the year.
And Persona 5 Royal. But if you can't count Persona 5 Royal, then I gotta wait to see what else comes out. It's first quarter. So
Yeah.
far, yeah.
So far, those two are. I haven't played the role.
Okay, you
but,
still
you
still
know.
on the
Yeah,
fence.
but I mean,
Because
I don't-
IGN said they weren't gonna count Persona 5 Royal.
yeah, that's not going to be counted.
I mean, y'all still sleep, man. Cyberpunk 27.
It's
man.
not out
Game of the
yet.
year. It's game of the year already.
we're talking about games that we're playing right now.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So there you go, man.
You good?
I officially.
I'm glad to hear that, Steve.
I'm glad to hear that, man.
I officially changed the
Sheesh.
status of my 1, 2, and 3.
That whole journey that I've been on with you guys and getting to know you and getting to know all your games. It's good to see. It's cool that it evolved.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
'Cause usually
crazy
it
that
won't-
it's crazy that an RPG overtook it
That's what I'm
because I
saying.
never liked them.
From when you first started talking about it.
Now, if they would have kept it turn based,
Hell no.
Right.
I probably wouldn't have
But they
finished
kind
it.
of low key kind of snuck it in there because that whole little pop up the menu. They
Well,
just
yeah,
scroll
yeah,
through
yeah.
while
It's a
everything is
hybrid.
going slow motion.
It's
like
a hybrid. It has the option to where you do it.
So people that like that menu,
And I started getting
still
quick.
Get their
I started getting quick towards the end. I would let everybody build up their ATBs,
yeah.
and then I would just X switch over to Tifa. You do this ability. X switch over to this guy. You do your ability. Boom. Come back to Cloud. Do my. And I was like, I was feeling like I was in Fighters doing the full team,
Yeah.
3-level supers and
yeah,
shit like that. You know, because we all started just busting them out. We all got limits. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's over.
Okay.
It's over.
All right. So we got some more stuff on the docket. My question to you guys: do you guys want to end the BS with the challenge, or you guys want to go to the challenge and then finish out the docket? How y'all feel?
I don't
think
know. It's up to y'all.
How
Y'all
you
want to
feel, Lex?
end? Let's end the BS with the challenge.
With the
Okay.
challenge.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so-
let's just get through a little bit.
All
of
right.
news.
So now that I know what the hell the Mandalorian trailer was, y'all want to talk about it?
Yeah,
got anything
that
to
should
say
be
about
pretty
it?
quick. It was hilarious.
You?
Yeah, I'm surprised they would even acknowledge it, but it's a genius. It's a genius marketing.
This
move.
whole time I thought
Yeah.
it was a real trailer, so
We all
I
did.
I wanted to wait till I got home to watch it on my TV.
Right.
He was
So I
going through the whole
didn't.
setup.
So I didn't watch it when it popped up on my phone as a notification. I didn't. I'm thinking, oh
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. When I first saw it, it came out on 420.
yeah.
When I first saw it, I'm telling you, it read differently. It said
Yeah.
official Disney Plus.
Because I looked it up on
I
YouTube.
swear it did.
I looked it up
But
on YouTube.
now
It says parody.
Parody. Yep.
So it's I think something happened. I think the mouse made a phone call or
Yeah.
something. But you know how it
Yeah.
is with the mouse, man.
I watched it 4 times.
The mafia.
I watched 4 different videos to see if
Just to see if it was
if there was
that
a real
it.
one out there. Like I was at work with Greg. I'm like, yo, this can't be right.
Now,
I'm like, he doesn't even look normal.
there's-
It was a Teen Yoda. It was Teen
Wow.
Yoda.
Yo.
yeah,
Wow.
it was funny. Definitely
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you want to go through it, but
No, it's 420.
Just
You
watch.
go-
Just go ahead and
it.
watch it. It's a funny thing. It's not real.
All right.
It's not real. Yeah.
don't get hype
Yeah.
for season 2, even though they're already talking about season 3.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So another thing on the docket we got here is PAX West still planned for this year, like a physical event
What about
Yeah.
East?
at a convent. No, I think that one was canceled. I think that was
Yeah,
earlier.
that was way
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would they have the? Why would wait? Okay.
I
So isn't the
forgot.
West like in Cali, in San Diego, right? Or something
I'm
like
not
that?
sure. I'm not sure
It could
the
be-
exact
it could be,
location,
yeah.
but
Because I was
My-
going to say,
it doesn't matter.
why
It
does
doesn't matter. It
California
doesn't
still
even-
have it going
my
on?
question
but
it
the
does
East
it
don't?
doesn't matter where it's going on. My question is how are they gonna pull this off?
How many people are going to be there?
Why
Yo,
they keep,
yeah,
why
security.
They keep,
They're
why
gonna be
they
walking
come,
around with 6-foot poles and shit.
Yeah,
It's
they
in Seattle.
Seattle.
It's September.
And that was one of
September.
the worst spots for the longest time before New York took over.
And my question is, they're talking about how they're gonna follow the CDC and all the guidelines, but they feel like they got the cheat code. Like, oh, September is gonna be a wrap. Even if this thing shuts down or tapers off, or we go back to some kind of normal lifestyle,
normal standing. Yeah,
I feel like for the rest of the year, people are still going to need to be cautious.
Yeah.
So going to an event like this, I would never say, all right, guys, hey, y'all want to go to PAX West, PSNBS? I would never put us at risk and go there.
Like I'm sure artists would not have concerts for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Unless I'm,
Damn it, Martin. Damn it, Joe Budden.
Yeah. He had a couple on the wish list. He was getting emails for it. Talking about canceled.
Cancel.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad there was a few things I wanted to go to that I couldn't because of other previous stuff that also got canceled. But
now it's okay because it's clean slate.
Now it's clean slate. Now I'm just hoping that their rescheduled dates fall in line for me.
All right.
I mean, it is in September 7th or 4th through the 7th. Mm-hmm. It's September 4th through the 7th.
So you would go in September?
I mean, we gotta do something.
All right, so
wait, you going to Seattle?
I'm not going.
GameStop.
I'm not going. What I meant was that
there's people gonna go.
There's people that are gonna go.
I think they're just holding on to hope.
Yeah,
they just want to just keep it out there.
But that's dangerous because
that's a liability.
People are buying tickets.
That's a lot of liability.
Right.
Straight.
Right. I don't know, man. I mean,
if Disney not opening their parks till next year, I'm cool.
It's not it's not a thing that I'm terribly interested in.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right. But it's the only thing. It's the only convention.
Right now, I'm interested more in what's up with these consoles.
Okay,
so
same.
This to me is kind of like we're so adapting to the digital stuff right now, which hasn't even officially happened.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it is happening.
Seen anything? It is happening.
Man, May. I'm calling it first. May. Wherever camera got me. May. Just wait on it, man.
You're up front.
Just wait on it. All right, man. Y'all want to talk about the GameStop, man? They chopping some salaries, opening some stores, closing some stores.
And GameStop.
How are they open stores when they're closing 300?
Right.
Well, they're cutting salaries and then plans on reopening.
Reopening. Yeah.
Because
they're reopening some stores.
Yeah, because they're cutting the salaries from the top.
Yeah.
Which is how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Hey, man. Top, man.
They got money.
All right, but they got bills, too. They got top bills.
Shout out to GameStop and whoever still buys physical games.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys.
y'all.
With some of these deals, I mean.
All right, speaking of physical, this actually brings me into mine. So, I've been an advocate of Cyberpunk 2077.
There we go.
I've been ready to pull the trigger on the pre-order.
The real dude.
No, it's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that.
No, I'm gonna back that up. That is not gonna be that.
It's not gonna be that. Trust me. But wow, you farted on Cyberpunk. All right, don't play it. Whatever you do, don't play it. But anyways, right now they have the regular. They only have one edition on PSN digital. Mm-hmm. One edition standalone game. If you download it, I think you get a wallpaper, maybe an avatar, or you can pay $10 less and buy it physically from like Amazon, Walmart, and get a whole collector's editions with stickers, digital in-game content, soundtrack, what is going on?
They're trying to get people to buy physical.
Yep.
So you think, but my question to that is, do you think
they got merchandise? And
this is what happened with Doom. I ended up buying Doom physical because it was cheaper. So is this going to be an ongoing trend? The stores are going to start dropping the physical copies,
especially with the end of the console generation. I'm sure, right?
Well, here's the thing with oh my God, the name escapes me. Who makes this game? CD Projekt Red. There we go. With CD Projekt Red, they've been very pro-consumer.
Yes,
they listen to the fans. They give stuff out.
Right.
They're very focused. So there's no precedent for this right now. Mm-hmm. It's like they're doing the whole smart gaming with Xbox about you buy one copy of 20. They said it straight up.
Yeah.
You buy one copy of 2077, it's going to work for your new system.
Right.
You don't have to double dip. So we'll see. Maybe they're starting some trends. We'll see.
Maybe I'm just hoping. Maybe they're just waiting for the new systems to officially roll out so they can say, oh, if you buy it on the next gen or then you'll get the downloadable content and all that.
Right.
Because they did come out and say that there will be DLC for this game.
Of course.
As much as they did for The Witcher. And from my understanding, The Witcher's had pretty large,
I
good.
beat
Like
The Witcher.
they had the golden standard when it came to DLC.
Yeah, they had like episodes and
It's
shit.
not.
It's like, look.
It's not even close.
Right.
That-
They pretty much set the standard for a DLC, a proper DLC.
That and Last of Us.
Yes. So all right, man. I think we'll revisit this once Cyberpunk starts to get closer. I haven't pushed my button on which one I'm gonna go with, but let's just keep it moving, man. Predator, man. Hunting Grounds.
Woo!
Came out on Friday.
Yes,
I actually bought it.
The boys got it.
We
It's
all
so
got it.
crazy coming
Fed
off
got
of how I buried it
Yeah.
in the other episode. I forget how long ago.
And I
ended
kept
up
the
getting
will a little bit strong, and then they finally broke in.
Yeah, he Steels was trying to break us and he broke us. We got it.
I haven't played the Predator yet, though.
You haven't played as Predator.
No,
Well, no, you're saving that for the private match.
I'm just diving in, just
shit.
leveling up, getting my levels up.
Yeah.
You know,
Ain't
Hey,
no pressure being a
that
Predator.
shot-
trust me.
That
Although-
shotgun
you
blowing
can't-
that Predator
I got,
back.
No,
I
that's
got the
shoddy,
shotgun
boy.
now.
Hey, and I'm telling you right now, I already went to I was in the forums, the Predator official forums last night, and people are already crying and boo-hooing about the shotgun. They're crying about the shotgun, and they're also crying about teams that are going in there and sticking together. Because if the Predator jumps down on 4 guys, and 4 guys are letting off on them, that Predator has no chance.
That's called good strategy.
but that's
So pretty much
So
what they're
it's
asking
purpose.
for
What they're
is a
trying to
buff.
say is that it's
They need a buff for
the
the
Predator
Predator.
either needs a buff or better weaponry.
Yeah, weaponry.
That's what they're saying.
Give the gun a fucking. Give the Predator a fucking.
listen,
Uzi.
listen. All those bitches who complain about the Predator and people being on 4 teams. When we played before, what was I doing to y'all?
Yeah, he took us
Picking
out.
you
That
off
whole
one at a
net-
time.
I'm still
All
having
right,
nightmares about
you
that
gotta
net.
strategically.
I'm still having nightmares, dead ass.
When
put
I
one on the wall.
Right on the
Net.
wall. You sit there while I take care of this guy over here.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. The
Yeah.
Predator, you need to be a strategic hunter.
They're just
Right,
bad.
right. Because
Don't jump down into 4 people. That's just stupidity.
Right. There was. I mean, we played a lot of matches yesterday.
Yeah, and there were some dumb Predators.
There were some good Predators.
There was a
and
couple good ones.
Like that just wiped us
And
all
there's a
out.
couple
Just
that
put us
wiped
down like
out.
a bad habit.
You know,
and then
start shooting your plasma cannon. Jump from tree to tree to tree. Get down a little bit on the ground, run around, get back
Right.
up. Like you gotta move. It's
Yeah, the
like,
strategies on both
yeah,
sides.
you gotta spread
But
the
I think
floor.
it's
It's like playing basketball.
I think it's
you gotta
less
spread the floor.
strategy for the fire team. Because I never felt like, oh, let me make sure I'm around these guys. All I knew is that if I had
We
my
did.
shotgun out and I hit his ass a couple times with a shotgun,
He was running.
He was gonna run.
Yeah, but if I was a Predator and I dropped down and you were solo, I was gonna risk my chance.
Yeah,
I think
and that's what they're
1-on-one,
saying.
even with the shotgun, is
One-on-one-
good.
That's what they're saying. They're
The
saying
chances are still decent.
The Predators are saying if we could catch them solo, it's fine. But
Yeah.
when they're down there,
That's
as
the
a
whole
pack,
point of
They all
Predator.
got
when
the
they're down as a
shotgun,
pack and
it's
they all
over.
got shotguns,
over.
it's over. You're putting them down like a bad habit.
Perfect situation what you said with the net.
Yeah.
When I jumped down, I came at you, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Here he comes." So what do you think everyone's gonna do? Turn around and come to you.
Right.
So I netted you against the wall. netted.
Yeah,
netted.
netted.
Okay, I made sure I said it properly.
Netted.
And E.
And then I turned and took care of the second guy. You can't move.
Right.
So it's just strategic, man. God, people just like to cry. That's such a beat.
Hey man, the forums are funny, man.
Yes, I agree with the shotgun. That shit
Shotgun's
is
crazy.
OP.
Yeah.
They gonna
Especially
they
if all
gonna
4
nerf
of
it.
us are rocking the
They
shotgun.
gonna nerf it, man. It's the same shotgun from Call of Duty.
But to cry about the Predator,
Yeah. 725.
if you decide to go on against 4 people at once, that's your stupidity.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. Anybody else? How do you feel about how it looked? Because you played on.
How was
PC,
the?
He's playing it on PC.
Yeah,
Of course,
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
but we
Yeah.
do. But we
Epic
do.
Store.
You know, I'm not gonna be soft with Ilphonics, man. I know the game's only been out for a couple of days.
There's some glitches.
There is some glitches, and y'all need to fix
the party
the
system.
party
Invites.
cross.
Yes,
The cross party.
play. The cross play.
It
invite.
seems like Epic isn't even a thing on the game.
on the game.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
show
just
it.
like Epic Friends. No, it's just
Right.
like it's like no. There's no.
Like this
on our side, nothing. Like when we play Fortnite and you
Yeah.
go to
Yeah, there's an
invite,
actual thing.
there's an actual. You can
Right.
press another button
Yeah.
that takes you to the Epic side,
Right.
where you can interact with the PC,
Yeah.
sending invites and friend
Right.
friend
Integrate it.
requests and stuff like that. They don't have that yet on this
Yeah,
one.
I don't-
For some,
I don't
we
know
can't
what-
find it.
They definitely need
I don't
that,
know
which is why I was
what
kind of
happened.
like, okay, Lex,
Yeah,
you
I'm
didn't push the
holding
button.
off.
Good.
I'm
I was like,
waiting.
good.
I'm
Don't
waiting.
press it yet.
But it
I
is a
do
fun
wanna
game.
play
It is a fun game
Yeah.
to play with others. I can't see myself playing it by myself ever. But if
I can.
But if
Yeah,
we
I
got,
can.
I could.
yeah, because because I want them attachments, man. I need
Yeah,
that weapon.
Yeah, you gotta level up,
yeah,
man.
I gotta get my level
up.
up. Man.
Crazy enough, Lex, I don't know if anybody told you, they were all playing on PlayStation, and I was like, all right, y'all, just tell me when you're about to queue up. You know, y'all 3 and I'm 1. Let's see if somehow we just get matched up together or whatever.
First try.
First try. He said, all right, we're queuing up. 3, 2, 1, go. We both pushed it, and I jumped in the game with them, and we were all forming the team.
And he was
And
on
he's
our
on the
squad.
squad.
And I told him, like, we used to
That
do that on
Predator-
Apex. On Apex, we used to manipulate it that way, too. We would play solos, and all of us hit X at the same time. And it'd be like 4 of us, and we'd all get in the same lobby like 4 or 5 times in a row. And then
That's
we come
crazy.
battle each other on the Apex.
We all on the same server,
Yeah,
man.
it was dope. It was dope, but it only
pretty cool.
lasted one game.
It only
Yeah.
worked the one game. We tried a couple more times, so, but you know.
Yeah, once they get it fixed, I feel like we'll put some more
put some
weight
more
in it.
into it,
But
yeah.
while we were playing games, man, I've heard this name come up, the intro to this game come up 1,000,000 times. Biggs.
Oh,
Trials.
you know, I should have just had it on my phone so I could just. play
Oh
it.
my god! Yeah, all weekend.
Let's
He's just
go.
like, hey, you want to hear something? I'm like, no, I already heard it.
Yeah, let's go.
But I know you're
bro.
gonna play it anyway.
Go.
It's like he restarted the game 8 times just to hear it.
Yeah.
I know.
You just save game, go to title. You know, they say the name, and it's like, let's go.
You got something to say about it? Or you
Trials of Mana is it's treating me pretty well right now.
All right.
Okay.
I'm on chapter 2.
Okay, so early in.
I got my whole party level 30 right now.
Oh,
So
I was about to say, how long are these chapters? Because the FF7 chapters are long as hell.
I'm
How many
I think
hours?
9 hours in.
9 hours?
I'm 9 hours in.
okay.
The level grind is definitely there. It's definitely just like, here, Biggs, you like level grinding games? Well, here's this game. Have fun. And that's exactly what I've been doing. I figured out yesterday while I was playing that you can actually kind of do the same thing from a FF7 remake with telling your party member to use like a certain move. They'll like stop. It'll slow down, whatever. You tell them to use this move while you're still controlling this person. I'm like, oh shit, okay, same thing. I mean, it's square, so it makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been treating me pretty good. I like the story and how, depending on which 3 of the cast of 6 you end up picking for your game, it turns out a different way. And it kind of seems like the party members are connected in some way, shape, or form. So like, the main villain will be the uncle of your party member or something, and then and then the sister of your other party member is missing because of the main character's this, and it's like it kind of intertwines. So I like that about the game too.
All right.
But first impressions, I think it's pretty good. I'm
right.
gonna have fun. It's gonna be definitely a game that I don't put down. I'm gonna like see it through, and I might actually just like max it out as far as like levels go.
All right, cool, man. Another mission for him, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a JRPG, correct?
Oh yeah.
All right, just making sure, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, man. What else we got on the docket? We got that Call of Duty, man. What they doing to the cheaters, man?
The cheaters.
The cheaters.
They finally, for a while, they were complaining, and I've seen a lot of
But how were they cheating?
So
a lot of
Yeah,
videos.
somebody
you
please
haven't
explain.
seen any of the videos?
No, I haven't. So
Oh
explain
my
it.
god, people were hacking aimbots already. A lot of
This
these
is on
cheaters,
PC
you're
or
able to
console?
see the bodies.
Isn't it
through-
crossplay?
It's
Oh,
crossplay.
yeah, that's right, so it doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Fuck.
They're able to see the body silhouettes through the buildings.
Oh.
Constant UAVs like the
Oh.
whole time
in Warzone.
in Warzone.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
that's
no,
fucked
no,
up.
no, no, no.
I watched a lot of videos on Instagram / TikTok. People, basically, one of the guys that set the record for most kills in a Warzone for, I think it was like 49 or something like
shit.
that.
Was cheating.
This guy was quick scoping with an AR snipers off of the tallest buildings from 300 meters away.
Yeah.
And then he's just all
He's
like,
a goat.
he's
a goat.
you can't even see him on the screen. He's just like, brr, and then you see down, brr, down, and I mean he's obviously playing solo, so if
Right.
they go down, it's a kill.
It's a goat.
And there were certain times where there was different situations like the way they found out when you die, you have the option just like in Apex, just like in Fortnite, of continually watching,
Yeah,
spectating. So there was this group that was playing together, And they're like, yo, this guy's doing some weird shit. I'm going to keep watching. And then he killed one of his buddies. He's like, yo, what the hell just happened? Yeah, I'm going to watch too. Next thing you know, he had 17 people spectating him because they just didn't believe what was going on. Right. And some of the kills he was doing was like, I'm just like, oh my God. Like just spinning around and just shooting. And every shot was a headshot.
Trick shots.
He'd be shooting this guy, getting shot from behind. They're like, oh, he's going to go down. And just spins. Boop. Boop, boop, turns around, heals himself.
Wick.
Yeah.
And then there was one where he's just running, and he just turns, shoots at a door, gets a kill, and keeps running.
Kobe!
Yo. So they were complaining that something needed to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
And they did. They decided they have a specific team now that are viewing footage from people. So like if one of us reports someone for potential cheating, they look into it and whatnot. And if they do say that they are cheating, they're getting banned. And they went as far as making a separate server. So all these cheaters play against cheaters on their own server.
Yeah.
So
that might be actually fun for them, though, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it might be, but at least
kind of
that,
like in GTA.
At least that takes it away
from the it takes it
from
away
us
from
who want to play.
The Gen Pop. Yeah.
And from what I was getting at earlier, but then I was going to wait for this point here.
Yeah.
When I said that I think Warzone took the toxic away from multiplayer, I think this whole banning and getting rid of cheating people is slowly helping out Warzone as well. Because I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. I haven't played Warzone in a while. I haven't played multiplayer in a long time. Probably about 2 months.
Wow.
Warzone, I get on, it's toxic, whatever, okay. Instant gulag, whatever, okay. I can only play for a couple of games. And my friend Charlene, I feel bad, 'cause she always wants to play. She's in love with that game. But I'm just like, I just don't want to play. I just want to play. Well, yesterday she texted me, she's like, can we please play some Call of Duty? I'm like, all right, fine, let's go. So I got on and I played some Call of Duty, right? First match, multiplayer. They had this one game mode where it was small maps, close quarters, small maps, mosh pit. So they were doing headquarters, hard point, stuff like that.
Yeah.
First game on multiplayer in about 2 months, and I went 55 and 30. Okay. Second game, I went 58 and 20. Getting all my kill streaks. And I'm running Wilson, which is 7 kills.
Yeah.
And then Chopper Gunner, which is 10 kills. And then I'm running, well, it's called a support chopper, but I'm going to forever call it the Pavlo, MW2.
Pavlo, yep.
Is 11 kills, okay? So that's how I run. And then I run this perk called Kill Chain. A lot of people don't know. Kill Chain lets your kill streak kills count towards your kill streaks, because in this game you can't.
Right.
Only your physical kills, whether it's with like claymores or your gun or stabbing, count towards it. But there's a perk you can add that lets your kill chain. So I work hard to get to 7 kills because I'm also rocking hardline. So technically I only need 6. But or is it 8 and I need 7, something like that. But I get the 7 kills. Let's just keep it at that. Get my Wilson. I hide, put a claymore in front of me, which I can't count how many times that claymore has saved me. Go out to my Wilson, I get 2 kills, boom, I got my chopper. That 3rd kill, I got my Pavlo. While I'm controlling this other kill streak.
Right.
In this game, I got it. I didn't cycle because I wound up dying, but I got all my kill streaks twice. And I was just destroying it. Then she's like, hey, I want to play Plunder. My friend's on. Okay, cool. Went to play Plunder. First game, copped the dub. First place, boom. Yeah. Right off the rip. I'm just like, God damn, it hasn't been this. Call of Duty hasn't been this good in a while. Right. Yo, Cole, so I have not been doing this good consecutively in Call of Duty in a while. And then the people left that we played with after that one game, and then she's like, you want to go back to blah, blah, blah? I'm like, yeah, let's go back. I got my kill streaks 3 times. I finished 76 and 14. Wow. In that last game.
That's crazy.
It's a good game.
I almost copped a nuke.
I'm surprised you didn't. If you're 77 and 14,
I was 2 or 3 kills away.
You must have had those deaths spaced out perfectly to where you never got the
nuke. Right, just before it clipped.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you must have just about to got the nuke like twice.
Because I know I got this. So like, I guess you can only cycle. I guess if using the kill feed or something, you can only cycle your kill streaks twice. I cycled them twice in a row. So 7 kills to the Wilson. used all my kill streaks, 7 kills to the next Wilson, used all my kill streaks, and then I got 4 or 5 kills after that before I died. That's around 21 kills.
Wow.
You need 24 if you're using hardline for a nuke. I was so mad. But I went 76 and freaking 14, bro.
But overall, so you're saying that it's a new day in
I
Call
don't
of Duty
know
right
if
now.
I just hit play on Call of Duty at the right time.
Okay.
Or if it's actually cleaning up, but
We'll see.
I don't know, man. Make me want to play a little bit just to see now.
All right, man. Shit.
Get the cheetahs out, and then things get clean.
Here we go again.
All right, man. With that being said, man, we got something new, man. We trying out, man, this week, man.
I'm excited and nervous.
It's called a little something called PS and BS PS Now Challenge.
Wow, don't try to say that too quick.
I wanted to make sure I said it nice and clear,
Oh,
man.
that's good. That's good.
PlayStation Now challenge. Let's
Yeah,
get it.
so pretty much how this goes is we all picked a name out of a hat, like Secret Santa.
Yep.
And we're going to be gifting each other a game from the PS Now library for each of us to
Yep.
try out. And it has to be pretty much a game that we've never played before.
or a game that's not our normal style.
Right.
gaming.
So
We-
so just
we-
get
we're
them out of
helping
the
each other.
get out the
Yeah,
comfort zone.
yeah. Since
You know,
we all
just
got
a-
PlayStation now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's a good deal right now for the year if you're not an active user. I think it's 25% off right now
Yeah, I
for
think
the year.
the last day is I think Tuesday.
All right, man. So jump on it.
Some
If
people at
not-
work said they couldn't find it. I don't know where
It's
did
like
you
a
find
huge
it.
banner as soon as you
Yeah,
log in.
it's in the
Oh.
PSN store, left
Greg
side. Scroll
couldn't
down.
see it. He said when he looked it up, it still said 60, and then
Oh,
Edgar,
okay.
same thing. He said he
Oh,
couldn't
maybe
find
it's
it.
over. I don't know, but I'll take a look.
So I don't know.
But regardless, it's only $10 a month if you want to give it a try. Or I think there's a free trial.
There's a free week trial
Yeah.
usually.
So we end up picking out the hats, and weirdly enough, we end up picking like 50-50. So
Right.
Yeah, right on the money.
for instance, I have Lex.
Lex has you.
Lex has me. Bobby has
Biggs,
Biggs.
and
Biggs
Biggs
has
picked me.
Bobby.
Right.
So I mean, it was kind of like
And
a
none
draw,
of us know
luck of
what
the draw.
games we picked. So
Right.
right now, we're about
Till
to
right
find
now.
out the games.
So are we gonna go BLST? Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, we can.
Let's
I
go.
wouldn't
Or
mind. I don't
T-
mind
or
going first if you don't
TL.
want to.
All right. Since you want to take it, man, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
So we'll go
Yeah.
you, Lex,
We
to
got
me.
Elf on the
God.
Shelf.
I
Man.
know
Cue
Big
the
sometimes
Christmas
don't like
music.
going first.
Let me get
right.
my notepad out so I can write down what
So-
you're about to give me.
Yeah, dude. Oh.
So you want to see it?
You see it?
Oh shit!
Oh no!
What is he gonna give? What is he gonna fucking give?
All right. So this is an action adventure.
He played it already.
Simulation. Okay,
Yes.
it's a simulation.
All right.
okay.
That is an action adventure.
Okay.
It says single player, multiplayer.
Ooh, so we all could.
So we could give it a shot too if we really
Okay.
want to.
All right.
I know this is what Biggs wants to, or Lex wants to know. It's published by Bosa Studios.
Okay.
Okay. Don't say it if you have an idea. You ready, Biggs?
Ready?
The name of the game
Okay.
is called I Am Bread.
Oh my.
Shit, he gave me I Am Bread. Fuck.
Have you played? Okay.
I
have
haven't
you,
played I Am
All right.
Bread.
So there it is.
Okay, hold on. Let me give you a little story what I Am Bread is.
All right.
That's not the game you picked, is it?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay. But
I
your
know
reaction,
that game.
your reaction
no,
was
because
like,
I know that game.
hell?
I know that game very well.
okay.
Oh, okay.
I Am Bread puts the player in control of a slice of bread.
Fuck it, he fucked up.
You are a slice of bread, okay?
Okay.
The aim of each level is to turn the bread into toast.
What?
Turn the bread into toast. Get in the toaster oven, man.
If the bread, before becoming toast,
He's looking at the
touches certain objects, the floor, water, or even ants,
Oh.
it will get dirty and the edibility meter will go down. To control the bread, players must use the arrow keys or the analog stick. The levels are based on 7 days of the week. There
Oh.
are several expansions, such
There's
as having
expansion?
players as a baguette bent on destroying fragile objects in the room because baguettes are always hard as hell. You can use them as a bat. Okay, a fragile cracker.
This is
Well, hold
not
on.
supposed to set the president.
A bagel that races around the room. A fragile cracker that seeks to find the slice of cheese
Keep going. Keep going.
and have them stick. Have them stick it to them while avoiding what's a disintegration
right.
by repeatedly impacting on the surface. In addition, 2 other levels were added where the players play either a zero gravity or as a bread fighter, facing various fighters and ships made of bakery goods in a parody of Star Wars called Starch Wars.
Jesus Christ. Holy cow. So my question is, you gonna have a good time. Now my question is, I didn't even mention it. Did we say 10 hours you have to put into the game? Or 5 hours? What are we doing?
I mean,
I'm gonna go as far as I can with it.
All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a race. Let's do the race.
Knowing with how much time I put in, I know I personally can probably put in a good 8 to 10 hours, whatever game Biggs gives me. So,
Damn.
Ditto.
There you go. It's got 7 out of 10 on
Lex,
Steam.
I did not do you like that. Just put you like that. I did not put you like that.
I didn't even do you like that, Steve.
What? What's wrong with
I'm not
that?
gonna lie.
No, I'm
gonna play it too.
That's kind of interesting. Like
I'm gonna
when I was
play.
watching it, like it seemed like some old school, what is that one game? Little Big Planet type.
Yeah, like
shit?
I Am Tomato.
Okay.
It's like the game I Am Tomato.
It's probably from the
I
same
never heard of
developer.
No, because it's not real.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you're just rolling around trying to figure out how to sneak through the house and get places. That's all.
And get toasted.
And get toasted.
So I guess it's only right that Big
There you go.
shoots back.
Yeah.
I am bread.
Shit. Okay.
That's
Or do
you
you
for
want me
next
to
week.
go? Or
I'll go.
Oh wait, I don't think that was preferenced. We're doing this so like that next week we
Yes.
come back.
Yes.
We're gonna put work in this week on these games,
Yep.
Right.
And then next week we're gonna come back and review them.
Correct.
So this is pre-content for next week.
Right. We got homework.
Got
There
homework.
you go,
Yeah.
giving ourselves work.
I got work, babe.
All right, Biggs.
So I got.
What'd
Okay.
you- hold on.
I picked. Damn, Lex. Damn. So I picked 2.
You got an audible.
I picked 2 just in case for the odd, possibility that you've played this one. But the game I picked for you is not a JRPG.
Hey.
It is not an
okay.
anime-based
See,
game.
He got you.
So it's
See?
okay. When you told me that you weren't going to give me a sports game, I was like, okay, I won't do that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin his FF7 experience
Right.
with giving him a.
But your game is Sega Bass
I'm not
Fishing.
gonna lie though, I was willing the challenge.
Okay.
And I'll keep you to that for the next
Right.
one.
Yeah, because this ain't going to be the only one. Trust me.
no.
The way you did them now, I am tomato.
Yo, listen, you should have seen some of the other choices. I was gonna give him rugby
Oh,
or mud runner.
All right. Go ahead.
all right. So the game that I've chose for you, Steels, is called Earth Defense Force 4.1: The Shadow of New Despair.
Earth.
Yep.
It sounds a little. Sounds
defense.
interesting.
We knew they were
Sounds-
coming. We all did what we could to prepare, but they still set the world on fire. Ravagers, we called them. The world's militaries fought them with everything they had, but in the end, only one force stood a chance: the EDF, a coalition of humanity's greatest soldiers and scientists. Finally, we shot down their mothership and brought peace to the world for about 8 years. It's 2025 now, and our worst fears have
5 years
come
from
true.
now.
That was only the first wave. But this is not the end. This time, we are ready.
What kind of game is this, man?
You'll be all right.
Is it-
It's a third-person shooter, but it's
wow,
one of those games.
he gave you a third-person shooter,
Earth
sci-fi.
Defense Force 4.1.
Yep. It's one of those games I felt like it'd be really interesting for Steels because Steels has a certain sense
what?
of
Oh,
humor.
no, I was gonna say go to images, but it's cool.
Steels has like a certain sense of humor that I feel like can be exploited through playing this game because a lot of the reviews on this game is that it's so bad it's great. Like, like a million people I've seen reviews like, yo, this game is so like if you're looking
It's
at this
like
game,
Goat Simulator?
it's like so bad that it's actually amazing.
Like a deadly premonition.
Right. And it's just like you fighting a bunch of giant fucking ants and shit. Like,
Yeah, there's some big ass ants.
Dog, am I the
I
only one
just
that
want-
did somebody solid?
I just want to hear next week. I want to hear Steels while he's playing it,
Mm-hmm.
like while we're in the party and shit, and I want to hear his thoughts after next week when we get back. So
Lex, I did you so good, man.
I'm not gonna listen to it, but I'm watching a video on it right now.
All right, so that's it.
yeah,
you ready
Earth
for
Defense
that?
Force 4.1, and I got I Am Bread.
Oh, it's
Perfect.
4 players. Oh wow.
There's a lot of stuff going on
Okay, man.
on the screen.
Lex,
Oh, my
Lex,
God.
you ready for this?
Yeah.
I have a weird feeling that you probably already played this, so I got 2 games lined up just in case. But the game that I got that I'm challenging you, now is from a small studio, a very small studio. I think it's one dude. No, that's serious.
Just one dude.
I think it's one dude. The Blank Entertainment. Does that ring a bell to you?
That's the studio?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Wow, he's never heard of a studio?
Wow. Because I'm telling you, I think it's one guy.
He's already looking it up.
So you got him Siren.
Retro City Rampage. Heard of it?
I think so.
All right.
Retro
It is.
City.
It is a parody
Streets
of
of
retro games, 80s and 90s pulp culture, as well as Grand Theft Auto and similar games. This game is pretty much on all consoles from PlayStation 4 to, I think, Android and iOS devices. Like, it's on everything. It's a top-down GTA style, I think, like, 8-pixel game, open world.
Feeling it.
Not only do you get to play as that, but like certain missions, like they'll switch to like a Mario game, or it'll switch to like a Ninja Turtle beat 'em up style game. Like they have all these 80s and 90s games mashed into this GTA style game.
Damn, I want to play it.
It's lit.
I
I own it. I own it. I own that game on PlayStation 4 actually. And they actually the same person that made that game, they made another game with like, if this is like 8 pixels, what's the next one? What, 16?
16, yeah.
So if this one's 8-1, the next game that they came out with is 16. But it's not on PS now. It's called like Hawaii Showdown or something like that.
And that's in that retro section, right? Because they have a section where they have like retro/arcade games.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did you
Nice.
good, man.
I'm beating this game.
I said I'll beat this game.
Now my question is, do you want to hear what my backup was?
Yeah.
Vampire.
Oh, I played it.
Okay, so it's it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, he played it.
That was almost my game for you.
Oh, I never played it, and I wanted someone to play it. So. All right, cool.
All right.
Oh, boy.
So, with that being said,
Oh shit! You see it already?
No.
Yo.
Lex watching a video on the game, and it goes to the rating, and I see the rating he got.
yeah, and I just clicked.
What did the ratings get?
Oh shit!
Really?
That shit got like a 5.3.
5.3.
Now you got to remember, guys. I'm telling you, I played
not
the
a
game.
review guy, so-
I bought the guy. I bought the game. I played the game. It is a good game. You just got to remember that it's not a. I'm telling you, you look it up, Lex. I'm pretty sure it's one guy. It's one studio, one guy. It was like a passion project that got like traction, and it's a good game. It's solid.
It was just funny as soon as you guys were done. All I look over here, it says 5.3 mediocre. I'm like, oh.
So check it out, Lex. You're gonna like it. 5.3.
I'm like, oh,
It's not first of all, it's not groundbreaking. It's 8 pixels,
No,
so
yeah,
of course
yeah.
you got to get used to looking at that kind of graphics.
I don't care about reviews.
You know, the graphics probably got it. That
we already had that. Lex
know.
don't care about reviews or demos.
and it's top down. People don't really like top down
Just
GTA
performance
style.
reviews.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man. Lex,
So,
give it to me, man.
The game I got you.
I feel like we did each other good.
The game I got you is interesting.
speak too soon.
I'm gonna start off. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with this. This game got me into this specific genre.
Okay.
This was the game that I first booted up, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love this! If only other people would play this." And people do. It's a pretty big game. It's an RTS. You know what an RTS is?
Real time strategy.
There you go.
And I'm a big fan of real RTSs.
Really?
Warcraft 1 and 2 on PC.
Okay.
That was my game.
Okay.
And the other one that was like military.
I'm so
based.
glad Lex didn't pick me.
Oh man, I hope you didn't play this game.
No, it's
All
great.
right,
I was
so-
gonna give you Disgaea 5, which is the same.
If it
shit.
ever came out on early PC or early generation consoles, I probably, because I do like RTSs.
Oh no.
So
might have picked one.
give it to me. Give it to me.
So this is by a little company called Fraxis. It came out in 2016. It's called XCOM Enemy Within.
I played it. Damn. That's why I asked you this. I asked you about XCOM this morning. I said,
No, you
didn't. The game
You
of the
did.
week. I asked you. I said,
No, you didn't.
I said, is it a continuation or a spinoff?
But that doesn't say that you played it.
I know the game. I
If he
played it.
specifically asked for that game, there's at least some sort of.
I had the same question, and I never
I
played
didn't
it.
beat the game. I
damn.
didn't beat the game. So I mean, I could go back.
Give him Disgaea. Give him Disgaea 5. He said,
Vampire was my backup, so
give him
Okay, well, Vampire. I never played
Disgaea 5.
Vampire.
Vampire.
Give him Disgaea
Vampire was my
5.
backup.
All right,
But I
cool.
thought you'd play that before an RTS. Because you never talk about RTSs.
Because when I was into RTSs, it was like mainly
Ever.
last gen.
Like, ever. Like, I was like, let him try out this genre since he's never talked about it. You might like it.
Well,
Should've gave him the Sky
Warcraft
5.
was my first RTS.
Vampire.
Warcraft, and then I generally got into XCOM, and then they had the second one. So
Vampire. Vampire was my second choice. So
okay,
we're good.
we'll go with that.
We'll go
All right,
with
So
man.
everybody got
you're
their
good.
game.
So you picked your own game.
Pretty much.
Shit, man.
I was gonna play
gotta go
Revenge.
home and fucking play I Am Bread.
Yo,
Shit.
I bet you're gonna surprise
I'm
me.
gonna
like
ask
Yeah,
you. Hey,
but that's the point.
Low-key,
That's the point.
Low-key,
Hopefully I do.
Low-key, I'm actually gonna try out all these like
Same
your
here.
game, your game.
Oh yeah,
I'm still gonna check out all.
What's
of them.
funny is when I got PlayStation Now, every time I roll past it, I saw that game. I Am Bread. I'm like, huh? And then I look at it and you watch a video and you're a slice of toast walking around, trying to figure out how to do
We'll
stuff.
see what happens on the next challenge, baby.
By the way, that's probably an easy platinum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
If I
it
get
is.
that
It's a very easy
Shout out to
platinum.
Greg Miller.
I
think
Am
he
Bread?
said that.
I Am Bread or Vampire?
So
I Am Bread.
see, I don't want to get an easy platinum, but be my first platinum. Spider-Man's gonna be my
Like
first
super
platinum.
easy. Super easy platinum.
So if you don't
if
have a
that's the
platinum,
case, I got to get my next platinum.
oh my god! All right, well with that
first
being
one was
said,
hard.
guys,
Next.
it's time for the main topic of
Yep.
the episode: the games that define us. Who wants to start, man? So first, I guess we need to put like a backstory on what does this
Yep.
mean? The
Yeah.
games that define us. This is not necessarily the GOAT of our games, like the greatest. This is pretty much games that kind of can mirror our lifestyles, our views,
Personalities.
our personalities. Pretty much, if you walked into the store, what game could you pick off the shelf and get for me? Or could you see me in?
Right. Exactly.
You know, that. So with that being said, who would like to jump it off?
BLST, baby.
All right,
Okay.
Biggs.
I have like trouble coming up with one because
Same.
It's a challenging
challenge.
exercise.
It is challenging.
Yeah.
so I kind of looked. I didn't want to make it such an obvious pick, but
Yeah,
if it's
I
not
mean,
if
but
it's not the obvious
it
pick,
has to
then
be
right,
you.
it
If
has
it's
to
you.
be the
Yeah,
obvious pick.
Right.
I'd say the game that defines me.
No.
I would say that the game that defines me would be Kingdom Hearts. I think it'd be Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not sure which entry.
Oh, it could be the series because mine is actually the series. When it comes to mine, it's gonna be the series.
I wanted to say one. I wanted to say the first one.
Yep.
Just because
That got you into gaming,
it
really
got me
though.
into it's what got me into actually experiencing video games for myself. When I was
Right.
a kid, I didn't do much gaming. I did a lot of watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch my brother play games, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom Hearts is what made me like, okay, I can actually start a game alone and finish a game alone. I'm a big kid now.
Yeah.
Big kid.
You know, right. And I think I've really, ever since I played Kingdom Hearts, I, got into anime, which is it's a Japanese RPG, so
Yeah.
anime kind of stems from it.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy was already a thing before Kingdom Hearts, and I knew of it, but Kingdom Hearts kind of pushed the envelope for me to get more involved in Final Fantasy. And I was a Disney kid growing up. My sister is the biggest Disney fan I know.
Right.
So, it all kind of just like, I don't know how this game was even like a thing, and it was just like, this is a game for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember in one of the previous episodes I said my grandma bought the game for my sister because she saw Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, me and my brother was into Final Fantasy, and so it ended up being just like for all of us.
Right.
And it kind of just it can define not only me, but I guess our trio of growing up, because it was just a little bit of each of us.
Right.
So I would say, I would say Kingdom Hearts. I think Sora is like a person that I would want to be like if I were, like growing up. I would want to be, I would want to be chosen. I would want to be lovable. Like Sora was all those things, and I feel like I really, really relate to him, and I like strive to be like him. I know it's kind of ridiculous because he's a video game character, but just seeing how he has influenced so many other people's lives, and he's connected to everybody he comes across in the game. I feel like if I don't live my life to that extent to where everybody I meet gets touched and has something to say about me when I pass,
Right.
I feel like I didn't live the way I wanted to.
Right.
So,
Right.
That's why Kingdom Hearts, I feel like, is a game that defines me.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
deep.
can
All I know is that mine ain't that deep.
Yeah, yeah. Mine
But that
ain't
was deep.
either.
Whoa.
But you know,
Lex. Oh, does that? How do you guys feel about his choice? You feel like that was a valid?
no. If using your description of if I were to buy Biggs a game, it would definitely be some sort of anime based game or cartoon, not cartoon game, but it would definitely be Kingdom Hearts would be up there.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
any kind of Final Fantasy.
Roll in with a team,
any-
take the big boys
something
out.
Like that. Yeah, that's something what I would. You know, because I know he's so huge in the anime. That's like a huge part of his life. So
Right. Big Bang.
valid in
Anime.
my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Lex, what you got, son?
All right, so for me,
You
it
should
was
already know. You guys should already know for Lex.
I don't know.
It's pretty simple for me. I didn't have to think about it much.
UFC fighting championship.
Yeah, I didn't have to think about it. I mean, when I was on the phone with you and you told me, you know, the more detailed definition, I told you, I got it in my head already.
Yeah, for me, the game that relates to me, that embodies who I am, is Mass Effect.
That's what you said earlier.
Mass Effect.
Isn't that what you said earlier?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I did not even call that.
Mass Effect to me embodies pretty much everything I am. A shepherd is like me. He's a very ambitious leader. And his story is about redemption, about being like this awesome soldier throughout the series, falls from grace, but then comes back even stronger. He deals with putting a team together, putting people together and bringing out the best in that team. Like kind of like, yes, I'm the leader, but you guys are still my equals. Yeah. And I want to make sure before I succeed, I want to make sure everybody is in a position to succeed. You know, that's what the Mass Effect series is about. It's about teamwork. It's about
Right.
In the missions, it was like, hey, I'm going to join your team, but I don't trust you.
Right.
So if you do this for me, then I'll trust you.
Right.
Like I want to earn people's trust. I want to be as open as possible. I want to I wear my emotions on my sleeves and what I like.
Right.
And pretty much every situation he's been in has been like, oh, he's not going to be able to survive that. And that's kind of like a lot of my growing
Uphill
up
battles.
Yeah, growing
and
up
overcoming.
and moving and overcoming family stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, my wife always tells me, damn, do you have like a switch or something where you just switch it on and you're like, the mission. How do we get, we're here. And I'm not, Shepard didn't like sit there and was like, oh God, the galaxy's counting on me and there's so much pressure. Shepard was like, this is the mission.
Right.
We got to solve it. What do we need? What do we got to do?
Right.
And the games deal about choices and the consequences of your choices.
Correct.
And I'm the type of person that before I jump into anything, I go full force, knowing real well the consequences, good or bad.
Right.
And I'm the type of person that I'm willing to accept that. If I'm going to do something, succeed or fail, I understand that I could either succeed or fail. There's no dreaming here. There's no what if. There's like, hey, I'm going to succeed or I'm going to fail.
Right. No plan B, baby.
Yeah. It's like, it is what it is. And just the way Shepard trained his mind, trained himself. You know, I train a lot mentally and physically to protect myself, to protect my family.
Yeah.
He did that to protect his team.
Yeah.
And kind of, leveling up.
Right.
And things like that. That's kind of like, he was a soldier. And sometimes I consider myself
soldier of life.
A soldier of life.
Urban soldier, man. We out here.
Kind of just like, hey, I don't got time to bleed. Jesse Ventura.
Sheesh.
Predator, baby. I don't have time to bleed. And a lot of the people I follow and study and read about, that's their mentality. Like let's get it done. We know
go get it.
Yeah, we know stuff is hard, but let's get it done. I had a year where both my parents got diagnosed with cancer at the same time.
Wow.
Yikes.
Wow.
And I was at home like I was in high school.
Right.
And I was like,
uncertain.
Yeah, what do I do? I got to take care of both my parents.
Right.
They're both sick. And my dad didn't make it. My mom did.
Wow.
But it was one of those situations where I had to step up. I had to grow up, step up, and like continue the mission.
Right.
Yeah.
Take them to the treatment. Do this. Hey, remember dad? Remember mom?
Wow.
Things like that. And it was like
grow
crazy.
Up quick.
Yeah. It hit me hard. But yeah, man. That's kind of like why
that's a great game. Too.
Yeah, that's why I identify with Mass Effect and Shepard, the guy,
At least I wasn't the only deep one. Thank you.
I'm about to say, I don't want to go next. Can we just go to the news? Just skip the rest of it, yo, because jeez.
But yeah, Mass Effect,
I
man.
feel like I'm like undressed in a fancy ass restaurant or gathering with what I'm about to say. Holy crap!
Hey man, it is what it is.
Well, we all got different reasons,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Shit,
That's it, man. Mass
I'm
Effect,
over
guys.
here like changing already what I'm about to say because I don't feel like I'm properly dressed. Is the best way to freaking provide describe
You good,
it.
man. You good, man.
All right, well,
Bring us into your world.
You know what?
Bring us into your
And
world.
I guess this is where who I am is going to change because I don't have I'm not going to bring the sadness down. Now, I'm not saying okay, maybe I worded that a little
You're not
wrong.
gonna bring the mood down more.
I'm not going to bring the mood down.
Okay.
I'm not going to get
Right.
that deep. I'm going to stay lifelike and cheerful and happy.
Yeah, it
like
represents you.
Oh,
Fine,
yeah.
that's
represent
fine.
you, yeah.
If that's you, then
I'm
that's the
throwing
point.
an audible in this motherfucker. All right.
Oh, shit.
So
Madden.
so game that defines me, I cannot pick one.
Ooh.
Because I don't have one type of personality.
Okay.
Split
That makes sense.
the movie.
Based off of what Trav said,
Yeah.
if someone went to buy me a game, if I asked 10 people to buy me a game that they think I would like, I could probably get 8 different games.
Wow.
Okay? So, because there's just so much shit.
Yeah.
That's why it was so difficult finding a game for you. That's why it was kind of a giveaway. That's like, oh, okay, JRPG he doesn't play because he plays everything else.
Yeah. And that was the same thing with
Plays
you.
a fucking golfing game.
Listen,
A cooking game.
Listen, when I was trying to find Biggs' freaking game, I'm like, God, he plays this, he plays this, he plays this, he plays this. I started throwing like little teasers in the chat just to try to get any kind of reaction. But I'm like, nah, because then he played this game, so that can't be that. I actually went as far as listening. Friday at work for 3 or 4 hours straight, I went back and skimmed through about 5
He did some
different
homework.
episodes just to see if I can get him. And then it clicked.
He got him.
He never talks about sports. So I got him. Even though I didn't give him a sports game because we came up with later. But I'm just saying. Anyway, back
That
to
was
me.
on the table.
Yeah.
I do play.
So you got 8 different games.
Hold on now.
Oh, okay.
I played a lot of sports in my life. People know I'm huge into sports.
Yeah.
People know I'm big in the car world. I'm big in the drag racing. I'm big in the guns. I'm big in the food. I mean, there's just if you ask someone, that's everything they're gonna say. It's just I do a lot of shit. Like I just don't do one thing.
Professional bowler.
Professional bowler.
Had darts in the car.
I got darts in the car. My cornhole boards are ready to go whenever they need to be anywhere. You know,
That's a game, man. That's a game.
traveling. I
game.
do a hell of a lot of traveling. I love traveling. Me and my wife are into art. I mean, I'm into a lot of shit. So it's really hard just to pick one game. So
A lot of layers to this onion.
yeah. So if I'm gonna, I guess I'd have to pick a genre.
Okay.
That best
That
defines
works.
me, and it would have to be a racing / sports game because
So on the sports side.
that fighting, racing,
Competition.
sports competition. There you go.
Twisted Metal.
Oh, yeah, that is right, 'cause you said
That's
you
the
and your
game-
brother.
That's the one game that just sits in my head that if I go, if I did have to pick one game that has the majority of the damn, I just lost train of thought.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one game that had the majority of what is me, that defines me, it would probably be Twisted Metal. That's the one game that I actually thought of.
That's everything.
Because it has cars,
You're right.
Yeah.
it has competition,
Right.
you're blowing shit up. 4th of July is my favorite freaking holiday. I throw huge 4th of July parties, spend thousands.
We'll see what happens this
thousands
July.
of dollars on fireworks.
Wow.
I've seen
Plus, you travel. You go to Paris. You go. Every
yeah.
board's a different spot in the world.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess that could be the closest game, but still, there's just so much more stuff that I guess you could say defines me.
All right.
So I can't really pick just one, but I guess that's the closest.
Twisted
I can see
Metal.
that.
So if you were to
Competitive.
pick one,
If I were to pick one, it'd be Twisted Metal.
Metal.
I
But
can
let's
see
just
that.
go with competitive because that's the one thing. If everyone you ask, especially I know my wife, they ask. They say he's just so competitive in everything I do to the point to where I think I've mentioned this in the past. Me and my brother were betting, obviously not with money, but you know we used to play a lot of games together. But I lied. There was one point that there was money involved that we bet who can beat Sonic the Hedgehog levels the fastest.
Right.
Who can beat, you know.
So y'all were even competing on single player games.
Yeah, we would just take turns, and we'd have tournaments. There was time where we bought, you know, those fake WWF, WWE championship belts you can buy from like Toys R Us for like $20.
Yeah,
we would have the tag team ones for 2 people for like Tekken Tag or any game where you have a duo of people, and then we had the regular championship belt for Madden. We had a championship belt for Tekken, and I used to hold tournaments at my house, and the winner gets to take the belt home.
Oh shit, that's cool.
And they actually have it at their house.
Yeah.
Talk shit until the next tournament. You had to come back with the belt.
Let's put it on the line.
That's
We
cool.
we did that for
We
fighting
used
games.
to
We
do
did
kinda
that
something
for
like that.
so I guess competition would be the whole thing. But
My
if I had to
people-
pick one game, it
My
would be
people, when I
Twisted-
was younger, we did a
Twisted Metal.
competition like that with Rock Band 2. We would do Battle of the
Oh
Bands.
yeah.
Okay. So there you go.
That's it.
That's it, man.
All right, man.
Told you it was gonna be easy.
All right, man. My pick. Soon as Lex called me, man. No, that's too obvious, man. That's too obvious, man. As soon as Lex called me, I thought of like what drives me, man. It's a lot of things that I like. Not really drives me, but what like people know me for. And a lot of people that obviously that don't before this podcast, before the gaming, they knew me for 2 things down south, and that was music and wrestling.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
So he's picking Def Jam.
Already.
So he's picking Def Jam.
Already.
Oh.
Yes, the series, Def Jam.
Def
Vendetta,
Jam, the series.
Fight for New York.
Wow. There you go.
That's it, man.
Fight for New York was amazing.
Fight for New York is the pinnacle of it. And it's just the storyline for Fight for New York, you know what I'm saying? You start out, I mean, the protagonist is named the hero. You know, he starts off, you know, at the bottom.
Yeah.
And he goes through trials and tribulations with women, with friends, with everything until he gets to the top.
Fighting in your boxers till you get the platinum chain.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, like it's just the competition in it.
Yeah.
You know, the music. It's just like I could play that. Like I would love to play that game now, like remastered with the same music, because just that time right there.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
I can
fitting.
still hear Joe Budden pump it up on the
Yeah.
soundtrack,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the game right there.
Yeah,
You walk
that game
in
was
there,
good, man. Def
Jam, whatever. It's me, man. That was
Slamming
like
people in the cars.
that was it, man.
Whoa.
And you know, like I said, I went so deep with that game. Like I said, once upon a time, that first Def Jam game was actually supposed to be a WCW game.
Vendetta, right? Vendetta.
Yeah, the first one, Vendetta. It was actually supposed to be. It was being developed for WCW, and then WCW obviously met its demise. Vince McMahon purchased WCW, and they're like,
Got it out of
"Shit,
there.
what are we gonna do? We got this wrestling game, we got this engine. What are we gonna do?" It was supposed to be like their revamp to No Mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where they were going for.
I love No Mercy.
Yeah, they weren't.
And
gonna
they were
touch No
like,
Mercy.
and somebody just in the meeting just said, "What if we just had
What about rappers? What about rappers, guys?
And somebody was like, And a couple phone calls later, and
And the intern said, that'd be great.
yep. and now we got this.
Yeah.
You know, pretty sure it was a pretty expensive game to license all these guys and put them in the game. I've heard some horror stories about some of the rappers in the game not getting a dime from it. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
But yeah, but
It
that's
came
a
out-
that's a
when did it
music
come-
game.
Do you remember when it came out?
No, not talking about
Mid 2000? 04, right?
Yeah, definitely early.
04, September 1st, 04
Yeah, I
was
think it
a
was
fight for
mid-2000s.
New York. Fight for New York was 04. So Vendetta probably was like a year before that.
Yeah, it was
01,
either
02.
early or mid 2000. Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah, so like 2003 was Vendetta. You know, and I mean that's me, man.
Yeah,
Wrestling,
'Cause
music,
they had a lot of rappers on there.
aggressive,
Method
gritty,
Method Man, Red
you know,
Band, Ghostface Killer, Ludacris.
yeah, the over the topness. You know, that's me, man. Animated, that's me.
Definitely
here.
Rage.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
You could pick your fighting style. It was cool.
Yeah.
So that's me, man. All bottled up, man.
I look
hope,
want to play that game now.
hope somebody's listening in, man. Go ahead and remaster that boy, man, please.
Yes, I'm down.
Or just put it back out. I'll buy it on the full.
That
port
too.
it,
Cool.
yeah,
just
just
port it.
Put it on PS Now. I'll buy it. I'll play it.
I'll play it.
Telling you, nobody has a problem with that.
No, not one bit.
All right, man. With that being said, man, let's hit that. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's time live from PS and BS Studios. powered by Culture Radio. We got the boys here. OVO Biggs.
I love you,
and
Biggs.
Statman Legs.
I love you, Big.
Let's
Hi.
get it, man.
Lex, you make me horny.
Oh,
Man, this episode is going to...
yo. All right. So, okay. What's good, y'all? It's
Anything?
time for Big Elite News. It's your boy Biggs, most loved one in the crew, and I'm with Lex. We're ready to talk about some DLC patch news, updates, and Lex, of course, has game releases. I want to start off by saying there is only one thing worth talking about this week that has happened in gaming, and that is the Travis Scott concert
Fortnite.
on Fortnite.
That
was
was
insane.
so lit.
Yes.
Marshmello, they tried you.
Well, Marshmallow was the first, so they probably didn't know they could do all that.
Yeah. He was the first.
The Travis Scott thing was freaking insane.
I watched it multiple times.
Yeah, it was dope. But that's really the thing that like blew up this week as far as gaming went.
Yeah.
The updates are slow. No one's putting out anything.
Yeah.
We all know why.
Say.
Things aren't quite safe yet to start diving into developing these new episodes, new DLC stuff. But I did want to mention the Travis Scott concert.
All right, that's good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Got some game releases at least?
Yes, we do.
All right, Lex.
We have some
Nice.
interesting ones.
All right, man. Let's get through them.
Out April 30th, Book of Demons on PS4 Digital. Book of Demons is a hack and slash deck building hybrid in which you decide the length of the quests, wield magic cards, and slay the armies of darkness in the old cathedral dungeons. Save the terror-stricken Paperverse from the clutches of the archdemon.
The Paperverse?
Paperverse.
Is it like a paper game?
Oh, it says Paperverse. It's like a gauntlet style type thing.
Like Paper Mario.
Gauntlet.
I remember that.
Gauntlet.
I remember that.
It's a
was a
gauntlet
great
style?
game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Book of Demons.
Yes.
All right.
And Trav, get ready.
Oh, shit.
Out Daymare 1998, on PS4 Digital. Daymare 1998 is a third-person survival horror game that recreates the mood of the iconic titles from the 90s
Resident Evil.
with a fresh storyline. An incident that turns a small town into a deadly zone. 3 characters to play and with little time to find the truth. Before it's mutated, citizens abruptly end your mission.
Daymare.
Resident Evil 2 tribute.
But
Daymare.
is it? Yeah, I was gonna say,
Is
isn't it
that
actually
a somebody's getting
a
sued
tribute?
moment?
Yeah.
But I question that because
They
doesn't it
announced it-
actually say it's a tribute?
Yes, to
Yes.
Resident Evil 2. This game is
So,
so
I-
old.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like been, it's been in development or
Yeah.
wherever.
I'm
it's been.
surprised that it's actually getting released on consoles.
People have time.
It is what it is.
They're home.
So I wouldn't say someone's getting sued because they actually said this is a tribute
Yeah. Right.
to Resident Evil 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Out on PS4 Digital, The Inner Friend. Led by a mysterious shadow, face fears and nightmares inhabiting its materialized subconscious universe. That's a hell of an opener.
What?
Yeah. Dive into a unique and eerie world to relive the shadow's childhood memories and overcome them to restore what was once safe haven. Dark and scary, mysterious at times, the world of The Inner Friend is a surrealist representation of memories and fears.
Oh my God. I can only imagine what you experienced in that game.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
We'll find out.
This looks like a spiritual successor to a certain game.
Oh, man.
Moving Out on PS4, digital, and retail.
That's like that cooking game.
Curbside.
Oh,
Moving Out is a ridiculous...
Curbside meat.
Yeah.
yo, come on, man.
Curbside meat. Let's
was
go.
some amazing meat.
Releasing.
Lex.
Moving Out is a ridiculous physics-based moving simulator that brings new meaning to couch co-op.
It's Death Stranding.
Take on moving jobs across the town of Packmore. Enjoy the story mode solo or as a team of 4 friends. Move through sleepy suburbs, frenzied farms, haunted houses, and lands beyond to grow
They
your
had me
company's
at haunted
reputation.
houses. They
This
had
looks
me.
interesting, fun.
College
Yeah.
hunks
It looks like
hauling
the
junk.
cover is overcooked.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
cover's
saying.
over.
That's what I'm
Covers-
saying. I'm like, is it the same
Like
people?
the cover art is overcooked.
4 men in a truck.
Yeah. 4 men. Yeah, 4 men in a truck.
Yeah, there you go. 2 more. SnowRunner on PS4 digital and retail,
Yo, Judd, you getting it?
aka
He
Curbside.
probably is.
No runner.
Get ready for the next generation of off-road experience. Drive powerful
next gen.
vehicles and overcome extreme open environments. Mud, torrential waters, snow,
Dirt.
frozen lakes with
Dirt.
40 unique vehicles to unlock, upgrade, and customize. Great solo or play with other players in 4-player co-op.
Ooh.
The game looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does look good.
It looks good.
It looks
I am
good.
interested.
They have like official vehicle Chevy and all
Yeah,
this
yeah,
stuff. It's like
Yeah.
really good.
Even Mudrunner, when I was looking through the things for him, I looked at some videos and it looks fairly legit.
All right.
And finally, last but not least,
Yes.
we'll see. In parentheses.
We'll see.
We'll
It's
see.
coming.
It's not.
Maybe it'll release.
Streets of Rage 4 on
Let's
April 30th.
Go. They knew. April, baby, drop it for them.
Yep. Amongst the best beat 'em up series ever created, jamming 90s beats and over the top street beating, the iconic series Streets of Rage comes back with a masterful tribute to and revitalization of the classic action fans adore.
Yes, sir.
So, what you're saying is this game is finally releasing.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're going to finally
April
release
30th.
the final trailer that
They
will
just
tell
kept
you.
adding so much.
So April
Goodness.
29th, the final the launch trailer will come out for 2021.
You crazy. That's what's going to happen to Last of Us. Wait on it.
Yeah,
2022.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Goddamn.
That
It's
it?
coming out on a Thursday.
I don't. It's Japanese, man. It's weird. I don't
Oh,
know,
Streets
man.
of Rage?
Maybe.
Yeah, dude.
Like, hey, man.
Those
I don't know.
Tuesday releases and those Thursday releases are like an abomination.
Right. I don't know, man.
That's weird.
Whatever. We'll see what's going on, man.
That's
But
it.
That's it.
Steals?
That's it.
Steals got one for us this week.
Do we have time?
I mean,
We were
bro,
kind of close.
Shit. I don't know.
We're over time.
it's
a
on
little
you,
bit.
brother.
We OT.
If you want to do a Sprockets, we do a
We good?
Sprockets.
Okay.
Do it quick.
It's going to be a quick one anyway.
All
All
right.
right.
All right, man. You know what really shaves my sprockets?
What?
Fake ass bitches. Let's go.
Oh,
Shit.
There you go. There
okay,
you
y'all.
go. People who are fake, who act like your friend in front of your face.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I've been feeling some type of way lately.
Oh, shit. Smoke.
Yeah.
Get the gunshots, man. I
Yeah.
told y'all we need the gunshots on the soundboard.
Listen.
The gunshots should mute like the bad
I don't.
words.
Yeah. It's just.
I like the SpongeBob when they censor on SpongeBob with the animal. The
the dolphins.
The dolphin shit, yeah. Wow.
episode 2 or 3, man. PSBS.
Yeah.
Look for it.
So
So-
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
it's short and sweet, man. I just hate people who are fake.
Same.
You know, they just. If you don't want to be friends with someone, you don't want to talk to somebody,
Don't
don't
fake the funk.
don't fake it.
don't fake,
Don't
the
fake
fun.
the
Don't act
funk.
like a friend,
Don't act like a friend.
because I don't care.
Have
I know who my people in my corner is. That's all I gotta say.
straight up.
Sheesh. Y'all boys.
There you go. We done.
We it, man. It's out.
Yeah.
Y'all boys.
We had
been it,
another
man.
one.
It's been a good episode. I enjoyed today's episode.
I did
Hell
too.
yeah, man.
I'm excited. I can't wait to go home and play this. I don't remember the name of the game, but I looked
Yeah,
it up,
man.
so it's there.
Yeah,
That's it, man.
I am
PS
Brett.
and BS, man. Shout out to Cultural Radio, man. We here, man.
That's
Shout out
right.
to Orlando, man. We
Shout out to
here,
Orlando.
man.
Let's go.
We still
PS
doing
and
it.
BS, we out
in
of
the
here.
house.
Yeah.